Hi, I'm going to do the Patina, I think is how it's pronounced, cup tutorial, that like rusted Volkswagen look. I'm gonna have music lightly playing in the background because I can't stand being in silence, but obviously I don't own the rights to it. So the cup I'm talking about is this one. It looks like a little Volkswagen van, and just made the cup look like rusted all the way around. The bottom I did as well, but I put my logo on the bottom of my cups now. So the paint I used is Rust-Oleum Satin Lagoon. I found it at Walmart. I think it was like $3 or $4. The two colors I used to get this like rusted look are from Folk Art, the metallic colors. I did get some really good advice that Folk Art carries rust kits, but I'm super impatient and I didn't have time to get to Hobby Lobby, and I was already at Walmart, so I was like, let me just see if I can make this work. So for the bottom like layer of the rust, that like goldish, I used metallic 658E antique gold. And then for the top part of the rust, it's also metallic 666E antique copper. They're the little 2-ounce bottles from Walmart for like 50 cents. So the paints, that before I did the acrylic paints over it, I got just a little bit of alcohol ink and put it like on my fingers with a glove and just kind of splashed it at the cup, so that like after I did the acrylic paint, I rubbed alcohol over it, so that way I could get this kind of like spotty like different areas, and that way the blue didn't look like so super perfect. So you'll need like rubbing alcohol and like a super old towel and some cotton balls. For this one in particular, I got this Volkswagen file off of Etsy. It has like the windows on it when you get the file, and like more of the car, but I just removed that part and cut the little like window side view mirrors off. And this is holographic vinyl, the Cricut one. It's just in the like sampler pack, so I don't know what the exact color is, honestly. Okay, that cup is a 30-ounce Ozark Trail from Walmart. I'm gonna try to like recreate it on the little 14-ounce Coldie cups from Walmart, just because it's the only extra cup I had laying around. Okay. Like I said, I just got a glove, and then my poor craft room's carpet is destroyed, so I don't cover the floor or anything anymore, because when we change our floors out to laminate flooring here soon, I'm just gonna leave this room painted concrete because I'm forever making a mess. So just kind of drip some on my fingers, move it around, got the cup, and just kind of did this all the way around a couple times. I'm sure there's like an easier way. I tried to do it with a paintbrush the first time, but it just didn't work out for me. I think the bristles on the paintbrush I had weren't hard enough. So the next like best thing, because again I'm super impatient and I wanted to try it that night, was to do it this way. So see, there's just a little like splatters all the way around. Nothing like super extravagant or anything, but I just leave it like that. The alcohol ink I use, I forgot that I didn't say it. I don't know the brand of it. I just know it's the one that you get like in the little 3-packs from Michael's, and I believe it's Teakwood, the one you would use for the, I don't know if you could see that, the wood grain cups. Okay, so to start doing the like rusted look, I just use these little like measuring cups that I usually use for epoxy, and put the paint in. whole lot. That's like more than I'm gonna need, but just so I have a little extra to work with. Also, of course you have to let like the acrylic paints dry in between, but for the sake of this, and also I don't have a heat gun, so I used a blow dryer to just dry the paint quicker. I'm gonna use a glove for this just because I don't want to have to clean all the paint off my nails. For the 30 ounce, I end up using probably about like 3 cotton balls for each color. So we're gonna do this first layer, this gold, the goldish part of the rust there on the bottom. I dab like a pretty thick amount, because if it goes on thicker first, like the more you move around, you're able to thin it out like as much as you want, and it's just easier to thin it out than it is to thicken it again. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying. So I just like dab it around, just kind of making like whatever like pattern it is that I want. You will get like cotton ball like fuzz hair all over it, but that'll be able to like, you'll be able to clean that up like with ease, like after the fact. I didn't follow like any kind of particular pattern. I just kind of looked at that picture of the car. That if you're in the cup group, if you're in the cup group, you'll know which car I'm talking about. It's a super cute like Volkswagen Beetle that has this like paint, that Patina paint rusty look. That car didn't have like a particular pattern, just like I used to kind of gauge like how much of the cup I should cover. If you can see what I'm doing, sorry. That's all I've done so far. Sorry, I can hear my kids screaming out there with my husband, so sorry if you can hear that also. I tried to get like a fair amount on the rim on the other cup. It's just this is obviously a smaller cup, so a little bit less space to work with. And honestly, the thicker you get this paint on initially, the better, because once they're both dry, you're gonna go through the cup, like I said, with like an old rag or whatever your poison is, and just rub it down with alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, and that's how I got the like more like beat up look, I guess you could say. Okay, I think this is fair here. So this is what I did for the gold part so far. Remember, like I said, you want to get it on as like a fairly like thick amount, because these little like holes in here will come when you rub it down with the alcohol, and then you'll be able to see the gold through it with the alcohol. So you want it to be like as thick as possible, so not too much of it like washes away. It's gonna be super noisy because again, I don't have a heat gun, so I'm just gonna dry it with a blow dryer, whatever works. think that's good. I was talking about with the cotton balls, you're gonna get like these little like cotton ball hairs like stuck to it. I tried to like pull off as like much as I could, but it also kind of works with like the look of the cup. I think that cup actually has some stuck on there, and I can't get that one off. I mean, it kind of works, honestly. It gives it that more like beat up, like rusty look. This cup, I don't know if you could tell, is kind of like beat up looking. It's just an extra like, I messed up, I need to strip this cup I had laying around. So I guess I'll see when I epoxy it if it gives it a little more of an advantage and less like a smooth look, but like in the right way. Okay. So now that that's pretty dry, gonna go over and do the copper now. Again, I got way more than I needed, but sorry, I never work on my desk just to the fact of like actually save it. I always work on the floor, and I got paint on my desk, but it's acrylic paint, it'll come off. Okay, sorry. Again, cotton ball. I try to like squeeze it as much as possible just so I don't get all those extra hairs like stuck to the cup. Okay. Sorry, I'm like super clumsy with this. And then just kind of go over the gold. Follow the same kind of pattern you did. If you go a little off, go a little less, it's no big deal. It like literally does not have to be perfect. I think that's kind of the beauty in this like style, is it kind of does its own thing. So if you don't get it like exactly the way you think you need to, it's like it works. Also, so I chose to use the cotton balls in doing this. I was gonna use the those little foam brushes from Walmart, because I have a bunch of extra of those laying around. I was gonna use that to do this, but I really like that. I don't know, the cotton ball just leaves this like certain look with the paint. I guess like that textured look. I really liked that, so that's why I stuck with the cotton ball. Sorry, I just realized you probably can't see what I'm doing. That one I actually put a little too thicker than I care for. So I'm gonna pick some of it up, and again, it gives it that really cool like textured look. And then I got the little hair stuck in there, but I'll get that in a second. Cool. So I'm gonna get these little hairs out here. But this is the next, or this is how it looks from the like last step. Sorry, I should have left it on the little like little Turner like PVC pipe thing, but yeah, I just overcomplicate my life all the time. And I'm gonna blow dry it now to dry the top layer. just as I'm looking at it, I wish I had a little more gold showing through. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more gold. I think I overdid it with the copper. Sorry, my record player just stopped and I couldn't handle how quiet it was. I just like went back and added like a few more little like spots here and there because it was looking too like clean. And I actually think I'm kind of feeling right now like I should have put a little more alcohol ink, but I guess we'll see. Which that's easy just to kind of go back and just get like super dirty like old towel. I would like use this for everything in here at the cups so it's like destroyed. Excuse me. And I just use 90% rubbing alcohol. I just kind of start rubbing through the cup. Kind of focus a little more in some spots that I want to be a little more like roughed up. See how it like takes just enough of the copper off, but really like ages the gold. It's a little fuzzy parts from the cotton balls. So when I did the 30-ounce cup, I just went around it like once with alcohol, just to kind of loosen it, or like move everything a little bit. And then I went back and focused on like roughing up some more of the other spots. I'm trying to make it like losing the natural light I have in here. Let's try it this way. I'm gonna try to put like a little more light in here. Okay. You see that a little better, I think, now. You can see where I've like roughed it up and like rested it up a little bit with the alcohol. I'm just gonna keep doing that around the cup. the other part like got like a little heavier with the paint, so I was having a hard time getting it to like even do anything. It's like not doing anything there. I just got like a little way too heavy with it. There it goes. Oh my god. Started making me a little nervous and sweating there. Sorry, it's just like that one part that like it's moving, but I wasn't like super happy with it. I think I'm pretty good with it now. Okay, so this is the cup now. What I'm really liking about like throwing a little bit of alcohol ink in there, and then just the way the alcohol moves the acrylic paint is it helps like, oh god, okay, guess I should have been more patient, but it works. It like roughs up the like blue a little bit so it doesn't look so like perfect and pretty. If you can see it better now. I'm sure it like, okay, like here my finger got stuck, like it kind of sucked that my finger got stuck to it, but also it's like not the end of the world because it kind of works with it. Rust is such a like awesome natural like occurring thing. I really love that there's not the perfect way to do this cup. It's just whatever happens naturally. And my finger got stuck again to the bottom. I need to put this cup down. Okay, so that's the tutorial for the Rust cup, or the Patina cup, I think is how you say it. Let's just go with the Rust cup. Here's the Rust cup tutorial. Again, I'm really sorry I didn't do live. I hadn't really been feeling well, so I was really nervous that I was gonna get sick like in the middle of recording this. If you guys have any questions, just post them in the comments and I'll like do my best about keeping up with them and answering all of them. Please like refrain from sending me a Facebook message. I got a couple of those the other day, which I know like it's hard when you're like super excited and you like want to know. But I'm like terrible about like keeping up with them. It's like hard enough to keep up with the customers I have, let alone like answering people's questions. I'm sorry, I'm not like trying to be rude, but yeah, post it in the comments and I will like swear I do my best to like keep up with it. Thanks. Super excited to see like all the cool versions of this and like different colors and everything. So awesome. Thank you guys for loving this cup so much.